Are you ready to start hunting monsters in Castles NFT? I'm sure you are. And this is going to be a huge guide to tell you everything you need to know. A lot has changed, so make sure you stay to the end so you get the most information and you can plan on how to enter Castles Dungeons and level up your heroes quickly while going through and slaying monsters. Let's go ahead and hit the computer so we can get started. There's a lot to talk about. Welcome everybody, I'm Kevinsmak, and I want to thank Castles NFT for going through and sponsoring this video. Definitely appreciate that. Also, please make sure you do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm a gamer. You probably know that if you've watched a few of these videos. And we are going to go through and break down everything that's going on with Castles NFT Dungeon expansions. A lot has changed, and let's go ahead and just dive in and start showing you the cosmetics. Here you can see you have a slider that will show you some different options here. You could change the base, the pouch, the belt. There's 11 items in all. And you could just go through and change how you like. I kind of like the blindfold on the thief guy. It looks kind of cool. So you can go ahead and design your NFTs this way, and yeah, looks awesome. With Castles, I've still been playing, and I think I've been doing pretty good. I'm about 2 villages and 2 ranches short of getting my second castle, which will be amazing. I have enough stuff almost for the next wonder, which I'm working on, the Blacksmith Guild crafting. I'll be able to complete this before the 6 days. I just need to get a few more resources and I should be good to go. With that, we're here to talk about the dungeon launch details, and I'm going to go in depth with them so you can know exactly what to be prepared for when the game starts. Keep in mind, some details have changed from the original plan just to make things run better, run smoother, and be more fun. So with that, let's go ahead and deep dive in here and give you an idea of what's going on. First, there's going to be heroes, stamina, and equipment. Heroes and equipment must be staked. Just keep that in mind. Pretty straightforward. You need to go ahead and stake it. Also, you won't be able to unstake your hero unless their stamina is set to full. Customizations will be possible after your hero is staked, and it will change which equipment is staked to that hero. There's a stamina recharge, your stamina to fight and defeat monsters. Originally, there was a chance to fail when you're going through and fighting a monster, but that's been removed to make things run smoother. Hero stamina will always recharge to whatever your current maximum of your hero is. Higher the rarity, the higher the gear, full sets will give you more base stamina. This makes it most effective to have a full set of armor for your hero that matches the rarity. There's also an extra bonus stamina award to heroes when they do have a full set of armor. So what exactly does that mean? It means if you have a rare hero and you have a rare full set of armor, you get extra stamina, and it'll be enough to partake in an extra battle a day. A hero can only recharge once per 24-hour period. Here's a quick table to show you what it costs to recharge your hero. Remember, common and uncommon is just going to be TSource, and then once you get into the higher rarities, Rsource is going to be needed. You can blend up to epic of these, but you cannot blend legendary or mythic. I'll explain how to get those higher level cards in a moment. But first, here's the information on the stamina amounts and equipments. Now, again, you have a certain amount. So for example, the common hero, your base stamina is 18. You can get up to 22 stamina for equipping different pieces of equipment. And then if you have the full set, you get an extra 4. So altogether, your maximum can be 44. And then when you're using your stamina, it's going to cost on the common area to fight a common mob 4 stamina. So instead of getting 10 boss battles, since you have a full set of armor, you should get 11. Now keep in mind, stamina is used for everything, all the types of battles. Every time you go through and battle, you're going to be using stamina. Remember, full set bonuses are using highest rarity. So if I am epic, I need to have a full set of epic gear. If I have a full set of rare gear, I would not get the bonus. Hero stamina per monster, usually you get about 10 possible fights per day. There are different types of battles, and we'll talk more about that in a moment. But here's a breakdown of the stamina cost for each monster. So commons would cost 4 stamina, 6 for uncommons, 8 for rare, epic for 10. And then legendary 12, mythic 14. Keep in mind, if I have a rare hero, I cannot fight an epic monster. I need to fight a rare or down monster to my equivalent rarity of my hero. So with all this, we do need to get treasure source and rune source. So how do we get it? TSource token will be obtained by turning wealth points from your vault into TSource with the help of royal seals. Pre-launch, you got those loot NFTs, like the treasure chests that have the loot inside them. Be able to turn that loot with royal seals into TSource. Post-launch, opening monster chests rewards from battles deposits wealth points into your game record on the smart contract, also known as the vault. You'll convert wealth points into your vault into TSource FT at the following conversion recipe. 2,500 wealth plus 1 royal seal equals 2,500 TSource. You can also export the wealth into NFTs in their base minting cost. Basically, that means just like you do with lumber, you can turn it into 1 lumber or 10 lumber, and you can also import it into the game if you buy it on the Atomic Hub for 1 or 10 lumber as well. Individual values for wealth from monster chests by rarity. Your common, you're going to look at 100, uncommon 300, rare 500, epic 1000, legendary 2000, mythic 5000. Huge jump for mythic. So big difference to get a mythic. How do I get rune source? Well, our source is already in the game. If you are not aware, you can go into castles, go into events and wonders, and you will see the land packs here. If you craft these land packs, you can go ahead and get our source. Also, the Explorers Guild does go ahead and create our source passively. All I do is just have these down here, these bounties, and I automatically get some our source each day. Now there is another piece that needs to hold rune source so we have enough of it. And to do that, that's where the alchemist comes in. The alchemist is going to be a rune source crafter. To recharge it, it's going to be 200k M source and 1 royal seal. Don't worry, no lumber. That's going to be nice, and then that's going to go ahead and give you an output of 30 to 40 rune source a day, about 245 average per week. Monster tombs have also changed, so now we're going to be looking at a few different things here. To make the game run smoother, they've implemented a different way. One of the big things is rarities does matter in monster tombs. Originally it was cosmetic. They've done away with that, which I think is a really good thing because I wasn't too excited about the cosmetic on the monster tomes. But now they're going to be able to make better monsters if they're higher rarity. Monster tomes are going to function like crafters with a weekly recharge cost and a daily output. The output from the tombs are monster packs, which of course contain the monsters. Each day when you claim these packs, you'll have a chance to get different packs from tombs, and within each pack is 3 monsters of varying rarities and hero class vulnerabilities, which may mean that there will be a lot of trading involved for players who are specialized in a single hero type. So if you only have 1 hero and you're getting all the other monsters, then you might have a problem. This will be really good if you have a single hero to team up with 2 other people that have the opposite heroes, and you can kind of trade in your triangle to give whoever needs what and kind of maximize it there. Or simply go ahead and just sell them. Monster Tome recharge costs and daily output are listed below in the table. This is the table. Very nice to have that legendary. I really want the legendary, but I don't know how it's going to go because you know how the big stuff goes for me. Usually I do not end up on the brighter side. I'd love to have the legendary there. And look at those stats. Those are some nice monsters. Of course, if you have a legendary, the higher ones, you know, you wouldn't be able to do a lot with unless you have legendary heroes, or you could go ahead and just sell the ones that you can't use. So the monster pack odds, they are down below as well. Keep in mind that your hero is specific to certain monsters. So a certain hero has to fight a certain monster. The column going down, vertical, is the packs. So that's the pack rarity, the common, the uncommon, and the rare. And then going to the right, that's the chance of the monster you're going to get. So you can see the rare one is the one that's going to go ahead and get you the legendary and mythic from time to time. Other than that, uncommon, you're going to get to epic. And in the common, you're going to get to uncommon. So getting monster totems has not been put out yet, but it will be probably in early October. It is going to be a wax sale, and they are going to be limited. I have a feeling they're going to be very limited, kind of like the Baron. So it's going to be hard to get, and if you get a good one, going to be very happy about that. So now that we have the monsters and we have the heroes, what do? Well, we take down the monsters. From this monster, what it looks like. It kind of looks a bit like Royal Banquet, where you have the logo of the hero here and the name of the rarity. And then you have the monster up here. So if you are this class, then you can fight this. Now there's 3 types of battles. There's daily monsters, NFT monsters, and weekly bosses. So daily monsters are just that. You get a free battle, and you can go ahead and battle a monster without having that monster. It is still going to use stamina, so keep that in mind. Also, your rewards are going to be reduced compared to the other options. Next, you have NFT monsters. Here, you're going to see a nice increase in rewards, and you do have to fight with the correct rarity, as I mentioned. So if I have an epic hero, I have to fight epic or down on the monster. Of course, the epic to epic would probably be the best match for me. Here with the NFT monsters, you can battle as many as you can get, except you do have a stamina requirement, and you can only battle usually about 10 to 11 a day, depending on what you are battling. If I'm an epic and I'm fighting common monsters, I could fight more because they cost less stamina. There's also the weekly boss battle, which is going to give you the really sweet loot. You're going to be able to do this once a week at a specific time in this window where all the players can go ahead and fight the boss. It will require stamina, and you will have to have up to 15 battles fought already that week. Now remember, you get 7 free battles, so you would have to do at least 8 NFT battles to go through and offset that to be able to battle. And you can do that the day of the boss battle, assuming you have enough stamina. So for loot, you're going to get fragments, and equipment fragments is where we're going to start here. You need 5 equipment fragments of the same rarity to create 1 hero equipment NFT, which can be any of the 11 slots of that rarity of any of your 3 heroes. We'll also have hero fragments. In this area, you're collecting hero fragments, and you're trying to get 30 of them to go through and increase the rarity of the hero. Now keep in mind, with this area, this can go up in the future. So mythics get more than, say, 90 made through fragments. They could raise it to 40 or 60, and then all of a sudden you need that many more fragments to craft it. These are going to be probably the harder things to get in the game, because heroes are the thing that you can just keep going with. You can get more and more heroes and just keep going. Obtaining the loot, they change kind of how loot is obtained because of CPU issues. Instead of going through all the details, let's just look at how we're going to do it now. Basically, they'll fight all their monsters at once. That way it's all in one transaction there. And then they can loot afterwards whenever they're ready. And the loot will be in the game itself, unless it's an NFT piece of loot like a fragment. Then that will go ahead and be minted. This way, a lot of things don't have to be minted, and your CPU usage can stay down. When you do defeat a monster, the appropriate monster loot chest is there. And it all depends on which type of monster you fought on what you will claim. So for example, the daily monster is not going to be that strong. So this is going to be what you're looking at in this area here. This is the daily. And if you have an uncommon hero, your daily is going to be in this area here. But say now you're doing an NFT battle with that uncommon hero. Well, now you go to this graph and you get this uncommon. But you also get the prior. So you get this uncommon here, and you get this uncommon for an NFT battle. Now say it's time to boss battle. Well, now you go down here, and your uncommon hero is here. So now you get this with the boss battle. You also get this, and you get this. So basically, in standard terms, Daily monster, you get 1 reward. NFT monster, you get 2 rewards. Weekly boss, you get 3. These NFT and boss battles is going to be how you're going to be able to level up your character. Basically, you can find the fragments for heroes and create more common, uncommon, rare, and epic. And you can create those or blend them up. But you can't blend above epic. To do that, how you would increase from epic is you would need to have an epic hero. Since you have an epic hero, you have a chance to go through and get legendary equipment fragments and legendary hero fragments. It's a low percentage, but through all the battles you're going to be doing, you'll definitely be able to get enough to move up to a legendary. So then you go ahead and craft your legendary hero, and then you do it again, but this time with mythic parts. And then you get your mythic fragments, and then from there, you can go ahead and have a mythic hero. And then from there on out, you're crushing it because now you're the alpha. Keep in mind with this, when I said the uncommon here, this would also be an uncommon hero fighting an uncommon monster. There is hero blending, as I kind of hinted at already, so you'll be able to go ahead and blend these heroes. You will just use royal seals. They had enchantment stones planned. That's been scrapped, and it's now going with royal seals, which I feel is better overall anyway, because we that have the royal courthouse bounties want to see some of those seals get sold up. And I think using it in more and more situations like this, we're really going to see an uptick in seals. Even with more being created, a lot more are going to be needed. So I think they're going to start balancing out here. Be nice to see them get back to the $5 value. 3 commons make an uncommon with 4 royal seals. 2 uncommon heroes make a rare with 8 royal seals. 2 rares make an epic with 16 royal seals. As I mentioned, there will be scarcity in heroes, and fragment cost will increase as things get crafted. Now, if you didn't get your pack for your heroes, it's okay because there is a start a hero option. This is $10 to enter, and you get a temporary hero that is good for 30 battles. You will be able to do 3 boss battles, and that's 1 every 10 days to get some good loot that way. Again, the loot's not going to be as good because it's not the regular hero type. Keep in mind, these starter heroes cannot be recharged, so you would have to purchase another one, and you can have as many as you want at one time. They also mentioned there are still hero pre-sale packs left. You could definitely check that out if you have not already reserved your hero. I was able to get this one, and I'm going to have 2 heroes and 7 pieces of equipment. Phew, I know that was a lot. I hope you're able to obtain and absorb all of that. I am really excited for Castles NFT's update. Let me know what you think in the comments. What are you going to do most? I really am excited about the Monster Tome. I hope I get a really good one. We'll see. But I also have my hero pack, and maybe there's some mythics in there. We'll just have to wait to crack it. So thanks so much for the view, and I'll see you in the next one.